So let's talk about Internet of Things, and those things and how they interact with the Internet of Humans. So one of the things we do is we track the branding and social conversations in social and see where that tells us where people's mind share is from a press standpoint. And we track IoT, we track wearables, we track all kinds of things. But I'm talking about the IoT piece. And there's a pattern in the data that shows up. As you just look at even just the volume of conversation over a 1 week period. I'm going to put even more weeks in here because I can do that. So let's go over 2 weeks. And you notice something. There's a drop here, a drop here. Initially you're like, why is that? Well, if I put the weekdays, you'll start to understand. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Volume of conversation, volume of interest on social for IoT drops significantly on the weekends. IoT is still very much a B2B conversation. Consumers don't yet understand what IoT means to them. They don't know what the things are that are connected to the internet. Doesn't my phone connect? Does that mean my phone's IoT? What does IoT mean? And so part of our opportunity in 2015 is really figuring out what parts of the IoT story best translate to the markets that we're trying to help and trying to penetrate and grow. Where that's becoming the first battlefield for consumers is kind of the connected home automation space. And we've been tracking people reacting to Nest and other products throughout the past year. And a couple things that we see in the data. We see which brands are rated the most. And Nest started off quite well until the Google acquisition was announced. We actually saw interest in Nest drop for a while. And now Honeywell's come out with their products. People would think that Honeywell would not be as nimble as Nest, but their new products are actually more loved by consumers than the Nest products. The other thing we're also seeing is some acquisitions take place. So let's say we have a net promoter score and an interest level chart, where it's a classic 2x2 matrix, right? Where you have the winners, the losers, because they have a low NPS, the slow burners, they could really do something, and in this category we call this, why did you bother launching this product? So imagine you've got a couple different players in here, and you're trying to figure out who they are. Well, we see Nest doing pretty well. We see Dropcam, who Nest bought for Google, doing quite well. Down over here we see SmartThings, which Samsung bought. And we would argue that maybe they didn't buy the right brand. Why does Samsung want to buy a home automation play when they already have such a strong hardware point of view? That remains to be seen what the strategic reason was for that acquisition. But we know from a consumer standpoint, what they bought maybe wasn't worth as much as some of the other things that are out there. The question is, who's this brand up here? This is SimpliSafe. SimpliSafe is disrupting both hardware and services. They put the consumer at the center of your own home security. So rather than paying ADT to monitor your home and then call you when they see somebody there, SimpliSafe puts you in control. Uses your smartphone as the main communication conduit, and then gives you the opportunity to ask for additional support if you need it. And they have tiered pricing of freemium, of a free offering, and then tiered up to premium monitoring services on top of that. And it, right now within the consumer goods for home automation, connected home, is the most powerful brand. Beating Nest, beating Dropcam, beating all the other incumbents, even the old stalwarts like Insteon, all based on what they're doing from a user experience disruption standpoint.